Welcome to 912 Sports. It's big awards night here in Waycross at the Waycross City Auditorium. And we're going to be introducing some of the players and some of the award winners tonight. It's going to be a fantastic evening of football. And joining us right now, Chase Gabriel. Chase, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, where are you going to college?
I've not made my decision yet. I'm hoping to make it on February 18th. I think it's the next signing day. But that's when I'll make it. I've not made a decision yet, though.
Outstanding.
Chase, one of the things I wanted to ask you, I know you had a lot of memorable moments in your senior year.
Yes, sir.
I got to witness the game-winning field goal against Brunswick. I also got to witness that sequence you had against Bradwell, I guess, where you had a couple of 50-yarders, got to score the touchdown right before the half. Maybe it's not one of those things. Maybe it is one of those things. What's the most memorable moment for you from your senior year?
The most memorable moment for me is probably the city championship game football. I still get chills about that night. I mean, it was just an unbelievable experience, and to be able to beat Brunswick High, that was just awesome. But there was a lot on the line in that game. I was just so glad, but I couldn't have done it without the players up front, my snapper, my holder. They were awesome this year.
Now, I heard through the grapevine that you were nervous, and I was like, he was nervous? That was inside 30 yards.
I was like, you know how it comes down to those, when it comes down to those kicks, though, it just is, you got so much on the line, and just what I try to do in those kicks is try to block everything out. And during that kick, I did not hear a sound. And it was like silent, and I was glad, and I was able to. Thank goodness it was only 26, but it was awesome. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
All right, Chase, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right. Well, we're glad to have you, and I believe Miss Kim has some stuff for you to sign and take care of tonight.
Congratulations.
So much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One of the best young men we've got around here, Glen Academy's Chase Gabriel, wins Special Teams Player Award, brought to you by BSN Sports. And let me tell you, he's well-deserving, great in the classroom. I think he holds a 4.0 or 4.1. He is just amazing.
Yeah, you could use a lot of adjectives to describe him, but he's a good kid, number one, from a good family. Makes good grades in the classroom. Obviously, he comes through in the clutch on the field for Glen Academy, including that field goal that he made to beat. And then also all the kickoffs into the end zone, the touchbacks, everything. He's another good kicker in Glen Academy's long line of good kickers.
That's right.
Here's another good one.
Here's another great player. Dawson, congratulations.
I appreciate it.
All right.
First, because I'm gonna have to run in just a second.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Let me grab them first and get them to sign, and then.
Okay.
Well, let's get Jeff Cannon real quick.
Come on in, Coach. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, Coach. Coach, we talked about this young man a lot on our podcast. We'll get that shameless plug in as well. But kind of like Chase, kind of an All-American type kid. A kid that you would love to have 60 or 70 of.
Yeah.
Just talk about this young man.
Sure, all over the field, he scored a touchdown for us, running a reverse and a really big region win for us against Tackle. Made a ton of tackles. Was a permanent captain of our football team. So he led in the locker room, led in the weight room, and led out in the field. We got to talk about that week in and week out.
We did.
But I was really proud that they were able to quote me during his award about him being the best open field tackler I've ever coached, and it's true. He's just got a knack for finding the football and making good, clean open field tackles, and so. But again, it's an academic award.
Right, it is.
That he won,
Obviously, he's good at that.
That's right. So, if he's not, on some sort of practice field or throwing weights around, you can find him sitting in his locker and in my office with a laptop and just hammering away. He takes his academics very seriously, which old math teacher, and me, makes my heart smile.
He would have had tutored me in that.
So I was really pleased for Dawson for this award and for what it means to our community in Brantley County, and I'm just real proud of him and excited for him to represent our program one last time.
All right.
Good stuff.
Come on in here, and what are you going to major in?
I was thinking about electrical engineering.
Okay, you can't go wrong with it. That's fantastic. You got the grades to do it. Where are you taking dual enrollment right now?
Coastal Pines.
Coastal Pines Technical College.
How about that? Good stuff.
And good plug.
He's not an academic guy for any other reason.
All right. Well, congratulations. We'll let you get back out there. It's great to see you, and man, it's fantastic.
I appreciate y'all.
Congratulations.
Y'all
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, another great great young player, great kid who does it well in the classroom and on the football field.
Yeah, what a great season for him, just all the way around. Obviously, he knows how to balance his time, and that's something he'll have to do going off to college, whether he plays sports or not. But what a great season for Franklin County as well, to make it to the playoffs.
In the last game of the season.
Exactly, and he was a huge part of that. So just an all-around good season for him and Franklin County. To be exciting to see not only what he does in the future, but what the parents do in the future as well.
Well, we want to thank these sponsors too: Coastal Pines Technical College for sponsoring the Scholastic Athlete of the Year. Also, BSN Sports for sponsoring the Special Teams Player of the Year. Blake was here. We should have grabbed Blake and talked to him, but I didn't think about it. But another one of our great sponsors. Coming up, we've still got the MVP of the year, which I know who that is, and he's a good. He's something else. Offensive and defensive players of the year who are going to be coming through here. So we've got still a lot of great players coming through, and we're going to be good. It's going to be good to see them here.
Yeah, I think we discussed all these awards, and everybody that was involved in picking them. It was not easy.
No.
And when that's the case, you've had good football in this section of the state. You're glad to have more than one guy up for an award, any of these awards. I know we had several guys up for these awards, and it's hard to just pick one, unfortunately. But obviously these guys rose to the top for a reason, and they're all special at what they're getting the award for. So, but you know how it is, Rob. Anytime you give awards, it's a good thing if you have more than one guy up for the MVP,
right,
or more than one guy up for the offensive player or defensive player. In all three of those cases, we had several guys up for it. So that means they were probably doing good, their teams were probably doing good, and once again, a lot of good football was played in the 9-1-2.
Yeah, and what you're not seeing on this podcast or on this video cast is the fact that every team in the 912 area code had an offensive and defensive player of the year that was also honored tonight with an award. So they got to cross the stage, they got to pick up an award, and they're getting to go home with some heart.
Yeah, and that's good. The thing about a banquet like this, the more people you can honor, the more sponsors you can throw out there that are behind these kids, it's kind of a win-win for everybody. And certainly all of us here at 912 appreciate the work that the sponsors do to make this possible, but it's certainly good to have good kids to give these awards to. And again, I don't know exactly how the awards were chosen within each team, but even for their own offensive and defensive awards, that had to be tough in a lot of cases, because particularly some of the better teams in the area, they had more than one guy doing a lot of good work on Friday nights. And again, it's a team game, offense, defense, special teams, but you know that a lot of these schools had 4, 5, 6 really good players that could probably get the offense, the defensive award. Not everybody has a kicker like Chase Gabriel, but some of our teams had good return men as well.
Oh, absolutely.
For this award as well.
And you and I, during one of the awards for Clinch County, offensive and defensive, we looked at each other and said, what about this guy? What about this guy?
Right.
Because somebody else got picked who was very worthy of the award.
Right.
But Clinch was one of those teams that has so many that were capable of taking their offensive or defensive awards.
Yeah, and just, that kind of brings to mind, like sometimes during our player of the week selections, it was hard for a coach to just give one player. So if his offensive line blocked well, he wanted to nominate the whole offensive line. So, it just kind of is what it is. But these teams had certain decisions they had to make and get down to these players. And so,
well,
it
Coach,
was what it was.
Can we grab you for a second? I'm Rob Asbell,
Yes, sir.
912 Sports.
Hey, Kevin Price. Yes, sir.
And I understand you're picking up the award for our Defensive Player of the Year, Do It Bell. Tell us a little bit about him.
Well, he can do it all. Not just defense, not just offense.
Right.
He returned punts for touchdowns, sacks, tackles for loss, scooping scores, interceptions, caught touchdown passes, ran them, special teams, kickoff return. I think he was in on one block punt. I mean, he did everything.
He did.
He literally did everything for us.
Didn't he get the safety in the playoffs?
Got the safety in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That was a huge play that kind of got us where we need to be right there late in the game. So
Yeah.
there was nothing he didn't do for us.
Yeah. Well, it's great that he has been recognized. I hope he gets the award and enjoys it. I hope it surprises him.
Well, he's going to be happy, excited, and honored to have it.
Sorry you couldn't be here tonight, but we're glad you're accepting it for him, and thanks for being here, Coach.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Have a great
Thank you,
evening.
Coach. Yes, sir.
All right, Coach Ryan Herring, the Pierce County Bears. And I got a feeling that somebody big just won because they're hearing a lot of applause coming out. And we're in Waycross, so I got a pretty good idea who it is.
Probably a Ware County Gator. That's
Yeah,
right.
I think it's a Ware County Gators about to be coming through. In the meantime, though, we still have a lot more awards. Let me ask you this. 2019 season, what was your biggest surprise this year?
Biggest surprise. Well, I don't know that there were some prizes in some cases. I mean, we knew Pierce was going to be good. We knew Ware was going to be good. Maybe it's what happened right here at the end of the year. With Richmond Hill,
Right.
getting on the run they made. I mean, when you look at the 6A bracket, I think most of the people had Region 1 teams coming out to play possibly in all 4 semifinal slots. So, at least Richmond Hill spoiled that. But I think I think we're going to talk to some Richmond Hill guys coming up, so we'll get their insight on it. But,
Don't
maybe
leak it too much.
But maybe just the run that Richmond Hill made. I think from the time of the region schedule on, when they had everybody there, got healthy, they really started to click, and you could kind of see them building and building and building. They went undefeated in Region 2 6A, won the region championship, and then ran all the way to the semifinals. And quite frankly, I don't know how they feel about it, but that was a definite winnable game. We could have easily been seeing them play this past Friday night in the state final.
Yeah, they came down to a blocked field goal, I believe,
Right.
from making it to the state championship game. So that has to be my biggest surprise, too, is the Richmond Hill Wildcats. And we've got another gentleman coming down the stairs now. Whoa. You okay? I'm good. All right. We don't need any injury. Step on up here, young man. Welcome to the show. I'm Rob
Showing
Asbell.
off that award.
Yeah, let's see this award, Jalen.
Speaking of the Wildcats, what we
Yes, we were just talking about the Richmond Hill Wildcats, and you were a big part of that. You won the Coastal Technical College Player of the Week one week, and now you're walking away with some offensive hardware, man. Congratulations.
Thank
Well, tell me about your season a little bit.
We just started in the summer. We put in a lot of work over the summer and during the season, and then I think we started out slow. It was like we were running 3, lost to New Hampstead, Liberty, and Camden, and we were kind of slow. Started off slow, but it was homecoming. We won our game, our first game, and then we started rolling from there.
Yeah.
That was against Brunswick High, first region game. Is that the one you're referring to? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you started rolling is an understatement.
Jalen, we kind of talked about that. You guys did start slow, and really right when region played, y'all kind of picked it up, and you could kind of see the team peaking. But I want to go back to you and something that Coach Lazat told me. At some point, you made a commitment to be the best football player you could be for yourself and for Richmond Hill. It sounded like that happened maybe in the spring or in the summer. Was there one moment that you said, okay, I'm about to do this, or was it kind of a collection of moments leading into the season? What led to you saying I'm going to be the best I can be?
I think in the spring, because I wasn't content on how the season went last year, and then I remember Coach was out over the spring. We talked for a good minute. And he was basically saying, like, you can be the dude. You just got to put in the work, do what you need to do. And like since then, I've just been putting my head down to work. So that's basically what went into the season.
Fantastic job.
Hey, building the hill is kind of y'all's thing, and I think if it started here this year, it's way up here now. How exciting was that run, and what's possible for Richmond Hill going forward?
Oh man, it was super exciting. It was probably the highlight of my high school career, but I think we set the bar pretty high. I think next year the guys are coming back. They'll be there.
All right, well, it was awesome to see you run the football, and congratulations to you and the Wildcats.
Congratulations, Jalen. And I think Mr. Kim's got some things for you to sign.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Have a great day and a great night, man. This has turned into a fantastic night. This young man,
Anywhere you want.
you were just saying, this is a young man that could have easily walked away with the MVP for the year.
Yes.
And
put your
seeing him
number
walk
on
away
there,
with
too.
Offensive Player of the Year does not surprise me at all.
Well, and let's talk about that. I think our definition of MVP was not necessarily the player of the year. All these awards are kind of equal. And I think that's everybody's definition of the MVP. But in this case, the MVP was a guy who does a lot like this guy does, valuable to his team in so many ways. And we have a lot that we could ask Mr. Sam Brown. I think he's had some things happen since the season has started as well. But yeah, Jalen, if we gave a true like MVP, like player of the year, he would certainly be, one of those candidates. But he is a guy that was up for all these awards.
Congratulations, young man. All right, welcome to 912 Sports, and this is our MVP of the year, Mr. Sam Brown. Congratulations, man. Tell me about your season.
It was a long up and down, young team, new coach, but I just played my role, leading the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but your role's a lot. You play offense, defense. You do a little bit of everything. Do you prefer to play offense or defense, or just like being on the field at all times?
I like being on the field at all times, impacting the game. But if I had to choose one specific position, I would choose wide receiver.
Okay. Where are you going to school? Now, I know you've had a bunch of offers recently. You've had at least 3 offers in the past week.
Yeah.
And I know Georgia, Florida, Ole Miss. You've visited West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking right now? What's going through your head?
You're committed to Central Florida.
No,
you
decommitted.
Decommitted. Okay, that's right. Okay. So where does things stand?
I'm signing Wednesday.
Signing Wednesday.
So
Okay.
you'll let us know Wednesday, right?
Yes.
When you pull out that hat. Well,
You're not going to tell us tonight. I understand that. But do you already know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
all right.
Didn't know if it was going to come down to the final, 24
Yeah.
hours or something.
Yeah. But we never know. Things can change, People can shake something, change it up,
I got you.
But right now, I'm locked in.
All right.
What do you, regardless of where you go to school, what do you need to do to make Sam Brown a better player? What do you need to do to get ready to play college football?
Just focus more, focus harder, just like focus on me, don't get distracted. So that's all. And just, make my family happy, make Savannah happy for me,
Yeah. Well, you've made the 912 area code happy this year. You have done an outstanding job. I've talked to coaches who were like, how are we going to defend against this gentleman? You did a fantastic job. Congratulations once
Thank you.
again. You're going home with the hardware. Have a safe trip home. That's a great job.
Congratulations. Good luck to you. Yes, sir. We'll be certainly watching on Wednesday.
Well, we talked about some of the surprises this year, and I think we agree that Richmond Hill was the biggest surprise, starting 1-3, and then, of course, Jalen Rouse leading the way. And then we've got this gentleman right here, Matt Lazat. Congratulations,
I
Coach.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Come on up.
This
Oh, you
night-
got a camera
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
You're on camera.
What's up, folks?
This
Build the
might have
hill.
been one of our easier decisions, though. Would you agree? In terms of who
Absolutely.
the coach of the year was? A lot of good
Absolutely.
coaches, but this was fairly obvious.
Yeah, I think it came down to 2 coaches, and I think all the people that were involved just said, yeah, Matt Lazat, he earned it this year.
Well, I tell you, it's one of those things where I've been able to surround myself with great assistant coaches. And starting from the top down, we changed the belief a little bit at Richmond Hill, and the kids have always been there. They just started believing a little bit differently, and especially this year with starting 1-3, it was tough on everybody. But proud of those guys. They turned it around, and this is the ultimate team award. I couldn't be more proud to possess this, but it's those guys. They went out there and sold out for Richmond Hill, and we're proud of it.
Coach, I know right in that middle stretch you didn't have your quarterback in there, and I know obviously that's a big key. Of course, you had Jalen Rouse the whole time, and obviously that's a huge key.
Yeah.
But what kind of defined a turnaround? Looking back in hindsight, was there any button you mashed or any certain thing?
I tell you, it was all about focus. We just changed the focus. We said, hey guys, let's dial it in to this next task. Let's be great at it, and we challenged them each and every day. Like, let's reset. Last block didn't count. Let's go be great in third block or fourth block. In the weight room or on the practice field in the meetings, it didn't matter. And we focused on that. We tried to be uncommon doing the common things, and that was a concept throughout the playoffs. Like, everybody can go out and practice. Let's do it in an uncommon fashion with relentless energy, and it paid off.
All right. Well, congratulations,
Man,
Coach.
thank you so much.
Earned it.
Appreciate it.
Awesome, yes. Congratulations to you
Appreciate it.
and the Wildcats.
Build the hill.
There you go.
That's it.
I want to talk to this gentleman, too.
Yeah, great sponsor to talk to.
Robbie
obviously.
Robertship, sir.
Hey,
You're
Kevin
on
Price,
camera,
good
just
to
so
meet
you know.
sir.
I had to talk to this man just because he sponsors the Storm in Norman.
Well, he's got some of the greatest commercials in the automobile industry.
He
I'll
does.
say that.
And you sing along with them. They're great. And not only that, but I love the show y'all do every Thursday
Yes.
with Roman and
We have a good
Jerry.
time with that.
Well, and I love the picks.
Yeah.
I sit there. I watch it religiously every week.
Well, good. We're going to have a close on that to give the score and talk about the state champions this week. So we'll
Okay.
have one more.
Okay,
All
good.
right. It sounds fantastic.
Yeah, we love talking about it. And we're going to try to take it up another notch next year.
All right. Well, remind everybody, boards are cheaper in the swamp.
There you go.
I like
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes,
Keller.
sir.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so much, Robbie.
Play that banjo, Roman.
Well, Robbie Robertson, Ford in Waycross. Go by and see him. Matt Lazat being Coach of the Year, like you said, obvious choice. Region Coach of the Year too. Region champion. That's their first region championship in like 20-something years.
Right, right.
So they have. He's really turned it around. I mean, he's dedicated to that Build the Hill motto that they have.
And it's a great motto. I mean, I don't know. Like I say, I don't know where they were in building the hill when the year started, but if it was right here, it's up here now. And obviously, I think that the sky's the limit for the program. I mean, Richmond Hill's getting bigger as a school. They're going to get bigger and better athletes as they go. You would think the run they made, Rob, this year would be a big shot in the arm. I mean, the kids should definitely get more excited. The community should get more excited. And, once people kind of realize what the potential is, sometimes you just have to show them. And now anything Coach Lazat asks for or needs, I'm sure they're going to try to find a way to get it. So it would be real special to see where they might go.
We got another winner right
Yes, sir.
here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, smile for the camera, man.
Show them that award. Get up there a
Yeah,
little
get up
bit
there
closer.
close. There you go. By the way, it should say Dirk, but Lededrick Castellanos. I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing your name. Your brother plays for the team too, so you had a family affair going. Tell me about your season.
Well, it ain't ending like we wanted to. You know, we lost in the second round. I mean, it was our accomplishment as a senior winning the region. You know, I ain't winning it since ninth grade year. I mean, we grew at the beginning of the year. You guys, I couldn't staff. It was a whole bunch of drama, people arguing, fussing. You know, like the team do. Then we grew together as brothers. Made the region run after we lost the Lions. We was like, hey, it's time to get it done in the region. Got in the playoffs. Lost to Buford, the state champs. I mean, it ain't what we wanted, but hey, they the state champs, so it's a bragging right to say we lost to the state champs.
That's right. If you're going to lose to somebody, might as well be there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and as we call them, the University of Buford.
Yeah. You're a great player on the field, but obviously this is a special award that kind of takes in not only your talents, but the things you do kind of maybe behind the scenes. It makes you special and probably plays a part in the team winning. Why do you think you won this award? It's a chance for you to brag on yourself.
I mean, I'm first one to practice, first one in the weight room. I love my teammates. I look at all of them as brothers. I mean, like I always say, you can line us up Alabama, I'm going to tell you to put the ball down, let's go to war. I mean, I feel like I'm the best player in the nation. I feel like I'm the best player on the field every time we step on the field. I'm going to make it be known. I'm going to talk my trash, and I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know 3 here. You got to let me know why you here.
Well, you know, if you're like Deion Sanders or somebody, you can back it up. That's
Yes,
the main
sir.
thing. What's next for the Ware County Gators? Obviously, y'all got started under Coach Strickland this year. Maybe it ended a little prematurely, but I know you guys are loaded from top to bottom, and a great middle school program. What's next for the Gators?
Well, you know, the Waycross Middle now won like five. They got a 5-peat going. So I mean, the young guys coming up, you know, they used to winning, so you used to competitive. And then I mean, the whole offense basically coming back. You're losing like 1 or 2 offensive linemen, but the whole offensive skill positions coming back. The defense always gonna be loaded. You know, that's just part of pride. It's a pride thing on defense. We got a great coaching staff. I love the coaching staff. They built us up as young men, not only on the field but off the field. It's a great coaching staff. In my opinion, I keep the man here forever. I mean, we love them. I mean, I feel like they can make a run even though the region changing. I mean, they're going to set up the schedule to play the best teams in the state. So when you get to the playoffs, you're not seeing everyone, so there's nothing new. But I feel like next year it's going to be better than it was this year. I feel like they'll go 9-1. If that, they can go undefeated.
That's
All right,
fantastic.
yes, sir.
What are your college plans, by the way?
I'm majoring in criminal justice when I get there. I haven't made a decision yet, but it turns out how I want. I ain't gonna announce right now, but it'll be something,
Understood.
It'll be something special, and it'll be a lifetime plan. I mean, I'll be set for life at the school that I'm looking at.
That's great.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations once
All right,
again.
congratulations.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Another great kid winning an
Yeah.
award. Most Improved Award, which this is a kid who's really built himself up over the last few years, and he has come on strong. He led the Ware County defense and just did a fantastic job bringing the team around. And like he said, he had to really build from a team that had a brand new coach that was squabbling amongst themselves, and he helped turn that team around into a region champion.
Yes, and like you mentioned, it wasn't all peaches and cream when they first started. They lost a good coach in Franklin Stevens, picked up another good one in Jason Strickland, and but it wasn't easy as just flipping the page and moving on. There was a lot of changes to be made, and it takes guys like that in the locker room buying in, and just what little bit we listened to him right there. Actually, the first time I had ever really talked to him extensively, but you could see why he would be a guy that's easy to follow. If you believe in him and believe in what he's saying. Or even if you don't, he where he stands, and hey guys, y'all follow me, and we'll go right to where we need to be. And I know the season didn't end exactly like they wanted it to, but the future is bright, and he had a good played a part in laying that foundation for the future, not only this year but in the last few years.
Well, you gotta hate it when you see Buford in the second round.
Well, we've talked about it before, Rob. It's all about matchups in the playoffs, and they don't necessarily seed the teams. Obviously, if they did, that probably wouldn't have been a second-round matchup. But you could look through all the brackets, and there were second-round games, quarterfinal games that easily could have been a semifinal or even a state championship. But the people that are familiar with how they do it, it's drawn up on regions, facing regions. It's predetermined. It kind of switches through the years. And that was certainly a tough second-round matchup, really for both teams. But Buford ended up being a lot better than I thought they were. I saw that night in Waycross, and obviously they went all the way to the championship and won it. Warner Robins, you could argue, maybe had the game won, should have won it, but Buford went right through the open door. And
what was it? 30 seconds left. Buford gets an interception, scores a touchdown, and then gets the interception into overtime.
Yeah,
and then kicks the field goal.
And they just had to kick a field goal. And once that interception happened, I saw the kicker they had in Waycross that night, and I said they could basically line up and kick it now. Of course, they ran a few plays and moved him in a little bit closer, but you kind of knew what was coming, barring something crazy.
Okay. Well, we do have one more award we're waiting on that we're going to get to, and that is the Spirit Award for the season, which is always a very special award. It's named for the late Kenny McCarthy.
Yeah, fill everybody in on that.
Everybody, I don't know if you know Kenny McCarthy, but Mr. McCarthy was a pharmacist over in Waycross, and he is the one that he was a supporter of athletics, that if you needed anything, if a little league team needed jerseys, he was there to give it to them. He was always there to help financially with his emotional support, his own personal support, and he really did some great things for this community, for all of Southeast Georgia. And he passed away a few years ago. We named the award after him, but now this award has become something a little special because we allow Crossway Realty to pick the award winner. And they always pick somebody that is fantastic. I remember a few years ago, we picked the Pierce County cheerleading squad, who has won like 5 state championships in a row, and nobody recognized them until now. And now we're doing some other great things, and I think it's starting to
Is the band playing the grand finale or something?
I think so. But we're going to see who comes out one more time in just a second. But I want to thank everybody for joining us. We've had a fantastic night here in Waycross. We've seen a lot of great players. They've won awards. And remember, these players that we just talked to and the coach, Matt Lazat, had no idea they were winning these awards tonight. It was a total surprise to them.
And really had no idea they were going to be interviewed as well.
That's right.
Coach Lazat did a great job. I mean, I know he could probably just come in here and do it, but most of these kids, they get scared all of a sudden. But all of these guys did a pretty good job. We put them on the spot right here. They weren't real prepared for it, but they did a great job, and you can kind of see why they won the awards they won.
Yeah, they are just. It's been a fantastic night, and I'm trying to see if we do have one more. Blake, you want to come talk to us?
What's that now?
You want to come talk to us on the air?
Let me slap it. You're on there now?
Oh, we've got some.
If y'all do that.
Okay. All right.
Good to see y'all.
Yeah. BSN Sports just went out on us.
Well deserved right there. Bill, he'd been tickled to death.
Look at this.
He'd been tickled to death.
All right. They're going to sign some footballs and some other stuff. Then we're going to talk to them very quickly. Our final award winner of the night, the Spirit Award, and let them do that, and we will get right back to them. It's been a fantastic night. Man, this has been a great night.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it. It's kind of sad to see the season come to an end, but obviously this is a great way to end it.
Yes, it is. Sir, come on over. We're on the air. We're gonna
Nothing
put you on the
too hard,
spot.
Trick.
That's okay. That's okay.
Congratulations. Tell us
Thank
a little
you.
bit about the award.
Thank you. This is the Kenny McCarthy Spirit Award.
Yes, sir.
Lawton Walker and Jake Walker, we're accepting this on behalf of my brother, that Bill Walker.
Yes, sir.
And this is given again as a Spirit Award to someone I think who promotes athletics, who loves the sport. It doesn't matter if it's local, college, rec league, if it's Pierce County, Ware County, Wayne County, and that's what my brother Bill was. He loved it all. Did a little coaching, a little playing in his time here on the earth, and we're proud to accept it and thankful for all the McCarthy family's done, as well as Crossway Realty, who sponsors it for Mr. McCarthy.
All right. Well, congratulations. I'm
Thank
glad.
you.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
very sorry that we lost him, but it's great to
Well,
honor him tonight.
It is great. Memories are forever.
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kevin, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight.
I guess so. So this makes football season a wrap, right?
That's right. We'll see you again in 2020. And don't forget, 912 Sports is going to be covering basketball and starting in January. So if you're a basketball fan, then we're going to be covering basketball come February and March. So if you're a sports fan, and then come April, we're going to be doing the All Sports Awards. So we're going to continue doing this as long as you continue reading and watching our webcasts. Kevin, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir, Rob. And there's Sean, who did a great job here as always again
Hey,
tonight.
Evan,
His
yeah.
wife Kim over here did a great job.
And
Evan
son
did a great
Evan,
job. So we have all the smokes covered.
There you go.
We're smoking!
Thank you so
yes,
much.
Yes, another great night in the 912, and we appreciate you watching and following us on the magazine and on the website.
There you go. 912sports.net. Thanks so much. And listen for Stormin Norman. He's going to be coming your way covering basketball in January.
That's awesome.
Thank you.